So I went to Sydney for a few days to tag along Adrian's business trip and ended up extending and wanting to settle down there. We arrived during the morning and swapped our airport clothes for our bikinis and trunks, and we did the Coogee to Bondi Beach walk. I remember the last time I did this, I was very hungry, so I couldn't appreciate it. We started our walk off at Coogee Beach and made our way down to Clovelly Bay. We decided to take a dip by the rocks since there were less people, only to find out that scuba divers go there for their intro scuba course, which is why there were no people. We continued on and saw some outdoor workout spaces, which is one of the reasons why I freaking love Australia. Fitness is a part of their everyday lifestyle. We decided to have lunch at a grab-and-go grocery called About Life, and I had delicious sweet potato pancakes, and Adrian had a big protein plate. Then we went around Bondi Beach and swam. When the sun was setting, we were recommended to try a restaurant called Porch and Parlor, which was another place that specialized in small plates with fine ingredients carefully chosen for each dish. Day 2 of the trip was spent at Manly Beach. We took the ferry boat early morning and rented tandem bikes, which seemed like a good idea at the start, and then it ended up testing our relationship. We biked all the way up to the national park, and it was such a treacherous climb. We met other elderly bikers, and Adrian felt the need to overtake them. I don't know why, competitive much. But after reaching the peak, we went to look at the view, and it was just so beautiful. The Sydney Harbour was spectacular and worth the climb. We then headed down to Manly Beach where we rented a surfboard, but I basically laid under the sun since the waves were too strong. After our break, I was forced to do another trek around Manly where we ended up at a private beach, and this was so majestic because there was nobody at all. We finally ended our trip with a spritz and a nice fresh glass of wine at a restaurant called Garfish. They served us delicious fish and homemade sourdough bread. Adrian did everything in his power so that we would do all the activities except go shopping. Day 3 was planned for the Taronga Zoo. We headed first to Paramount Coffee at CBD, and I had the most delicious turmeric latte with eggs and avo or avocado. I'm obsessed with Australia's breakfast menus. We visited the zoo and there was a major heat wave. We saw cute baby chimpanzees and giraffes. And we were the only two watching the seal show without kids, but we were equally amused. One of the things I wanted to do while I was in Sydney was try the different types of workouts they had to offer. I did try F45 and the Humming Puppy Yoga Studio, which I enjoyed, but one thing that really made an impression on me was training with Felicia from Base Body Babes Gym. I've been stalking her Instagram account for almost a year now, and she was kind enough to take the time to train with me for a week. She corrected my form and taught me how to activate the right muscle groups in order to develop the right muscle groups. I loved it because she explains it in a way that you understand the concept behind it, and because it's specific to a woman's body. Not to mention that they have the most delicious protein smoothies at their Base Fuel gym. And to top it all off, Felicia allowed me to join an intimate seminar on fitness and strength training, where I was the most underqualified person on earth, but it was just so inspiring to be there and hear others talk about their journey through fitness. After my morning workouts, I would often go to Surrey Hills and try the different cafes. Here are my top picks. 485 had delicious quinoa power bowls, fermented cabbage, and everything else that I loved: poached egg, halloumi, avocado. O Organic Produce was all healthy, all organic, all natural. Vegan Whole Foods was a quick and easy mix and match salad joint where a lot of hot people were coming and going. Cafe Ornate was something with a Japanese taste, collaborated with a brunch. Like a modern brunch. Bondi Whole Foods was more of like a grocery grab-and-go takeout place, but I also love to eat there. One of the best dinners I had was over at Little Jean in Double Bay. The salmon was cooked perfectly, and also the chef was Filipino, so he kept sending us yummy dessert. But one of my most favorite things to do in a different country is to indulge in a pampering session, to get my hair cut and styled. I love meeting new hairstylists and listening to their technique. And after doing a lot of research and a lot of recommendations, I finally found the perfect match. Edwards & Co. on Kipak Street in Surrey Hills. I met the staff, and again, the space was amazing. The products they used were of best quality, and it couldn't have been more of a perfect match. Bondi Beach was definitely one of my favorite places to stay at, waking up to the sound of waves, walking over to the coffee shop and ordering an acai bowl before heading to the beach was basically life giving me a big hug. Some of the places I ate at over at Bondi were Earth Cafe, Raw Bar, Brown Sugar, and Lock, Stock, and Barrel. They were to die for. Overall, I met new friends, discovered Sydney like a local, and enjoyed all its outdoor activities. I came home inspired and refreshed. Australia, this is definitely not the last I'm seeing of you.